Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Macabre Ring 2, Mysterious Puppeter. I'm going to start a new account because, and I can't stress this enough, this is maybe the worst Match-3 game I've ever played. Oh. Damn, Marissa. Here we are. There you go, Brian. Mama's Family is amazing. So, you should be able to tell right away from the art style that this was originally a mobile game. There's something about the way they do art for mobile games. It tends to be like this really soft curves on everything. And I think it's so that it will be, you know, accessible to kids. They want everything to look like a cartoon, even in the most bleak games. And I'm like, it kind of says to me that they're like, whatever the content of these games is, they're aiming them at kids. So, here's the problem with the game. So right there, I have 10 moves left. Now, can I turn off the number of moves? You'll notice I can't turn off limiting the number of moves. Now, what you gotta remember is, in any game we play... What the... Oh, I have to match it with another one. You can't just use it. Of course not. What am I thinking? In any game where they to do the number of moves, if it's a casual game that I paid for, and I want to stress, I paid money for this. I paid $8 for this game. Technically, it was a comp, but it's worth $8, and they charge $8 for it, and I got a comp for buying a bunch of other games, so I did pay money for this game. It is a paid product. This is not free to play. Nanny's a ton of fun. There was an episode where they canonically revealed that canonically Lenny and Squiggy were a gay couple. So, thumbs up The Nanny. I had no idea they did that until this year, because I did not see every episode of The Nanny. But anyway, so, you should never have a limit to the amount of... Yeah, I don't care about the plot. To the number of moves you have to use in a game. And it is something that only shows up in free-to-play games, where what they'll do is, they will make it... This guy is 100% fake Jimmy Olsen. What they will do is, they will make it so there are always not quite enough moves to finish the level, even if played perfectly, to try and trick you into using money, real-life money, to buy more moves. So it's a scam that is being pulled on you. And none of that should be in a full-price game, because in a full-price game, you can't buy more moves. I mean, here you can, because you can use your coins to buy more moves, but then the coins will run out really quickly if there's... Okay, why can I not travel? Oh, I have to... Okay, fine. Select boosters. I don't have any boosters. I haven't even unlocked boosters yet in the game. So, we just got through level 1. Here's level 2. Remember, they are still teaching us mechanics. Okay, so, you're about to see why I called it just the worst. Okay. Boom. So we covered Resident Evil Infinite Darkness on the podcast, and DM was really confused because, spoiler alert, like, oh, I allowed it to be destroyed. That was dumb. There is a plot point in which Leon does something super shady, and I'm like, I loved that about it, because, like, Leon is a button man for the President of the United States, so of course he's down for shady stuff. But someone who has no idea about his character and doesn't play the games is like, why is the hero of this movie suddenly acting like a villain? And I'm like, because he's Jack Bauer, okay? He's an awesome action hero, but at the end of the day, he's a guy who works for the President of the United States and does shady stuff. Right there with you, Marissa. Spending money is for cowards. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Alright. So now we're on level 3. That is not an L. Right, we are currently on level 3. It's gonna go, like... I know it's taken a while for me to get there, but trust me, you'll understand why I was so ticked off at this game And, you know, in a real want my money back type of situation, surprisingly soon. But as you can see, they're teaching us about the various power-ups you can get. 4 in a row, 5 in a row, straight line. You get a line clearer based, and the directional line clear is based on what kind of a move you made to get it. And you do a corner or a T, you get an exploding. That's it. Nice, Marissa. I hope you enjoy it. I liked it a lot. I think it might be their best movie yet. Although I really liked Vendetta. I think I'm going to have to rewatch Vendetta to see which of them I preferred. Although I will say, the aftermath of Vendetta, when New York gets zombied, that's going to be tough for them to deal with if they ever do one set in the future. Set after that, because this one is set quite understandably. Oh no, 5 in a row is something else. What is it? Oh, cool. Right. Yeah, whereas this is set between Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5. So this is now, they've introduced a new mechanic here, and you'll notice they didn't, like, tell me about it, they just did it. Now, in addition to, like, making my moves, every turn, all of these shift. Now, they introduced the new power, they sure as hell didn't introduce this mechanic. So, at this point in this game, I started realizing, oh, well, this is a little weird and kind of a strange mechanic that I'm not exactly comfortable with. Oh, good, Marissa. Well, like I said, it's really great, and I think you're going to enjoy the rest of it. There is a ton of badass action left to come, and that's all I'll say for now. Because otherwise I'd just be describing action sequences, and that's not as fun as watching them. Okay. So we're just in level 4, and we've right now introduced a new mechanic that, like, can really screw with your planning and makes the game epically more difficult, okay? Yep, and we're done. Level 4 of who the hell knows how many levels in this game. Yeah, give me the thing, blah, 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 blah. It is super. Thank you for saying so. You do need to watch the other animated movies. They're fantastic. Each one better than the last. Vendetta is especially nice because it has a follow-up with Rebecca. Like, we finally see Rebecca again and what she's been up to. Alright, so now we've got the blocks. They're teaching you both about super combos and blocks that you have to destroy things next to. Although, again, they teach you about the item, but they don't teach you how this part works. Like, how these things work. They just assume you're going to know. That's going to be an important thing in a minute. Because in their defense, and this is the only time I'm going to defend these people, these are common mechanics in the world of Match-3 games. So people have doubtless seen games that have these mechanics. And so long as this isn't your first one of these, you should be able to get through it no trouble. This level anyway, right? Now here's, I think it's 2 more levels before we get to what I want to talk to everybody about. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, that was a very dumb thing to do. Because oh no, it did attack them. I thought it was going to attack them, but I realized it's, 3 in every direction instead of 1 in every direction. So that was a good move. You'll notice I'm down to 14 moves, and I still have 3 blocks left to go. So I have to both find the remaining blocks and get the remaining blocks, all in just 12 moves now. So that's a bit tight. Yeah, there's no... This game... Oh, no! Oh, no, wait. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I screwed up, but the game covered for me. Okay. And we're done. With only 5 moves left. Good night, David. So that was level 5. We're about to get into the problem I have with this game. I do like it at the end of the level where they'd, like, do all the matches and give you a bunch of extra bonuses and blah, blah. It's just fun to watch. It's like at the end of Game of Solitaire where all the decks come flipping down. Same exact, like, emotional response. Apparently I got -1 stars for that? Don't know how that worked. Whatever. Okay, blah, blah. Now we have to do a hidden object scene. But you only have 2 minutes to do it. It's fine. It's a hidden object scene. I love those. I'm not going to complain. Amelia's diary should be... I don't know, this thing? Yeah. Rebecca's little doll should be that little girl. Photo album is there? Nope. Never give up. Never surrender. There's the Jewel box. Not jewelry. Jewel. There's some old flowers, so I need a diary and a photo album. Wait, didn't I already get the diary? Nope, that was another book. Sorry. Got 4 of 6 items. There are hints, which is nice, and I may wind up using, even though I've already done this. I wasn't really paying attention the first time, I'm going to be completely honest. I was doing a podcast. Hey, it's a router. Nice. I'll just take the hint. Oh, that was embarrassing. Alright, detectives are talking. You see the rounded, friendly faces designed to appeal to children? It's very suspicious. So now we're in the second area, level 7. We're just 7 levels into this game, and they're saying we need 20 pieces. But now they've started having weirdly devilish levels, where every time, all of the targets completely flip to the other side. And I'm like, well, this is accelerating faster than I thought it would. This is getting super difficult super quickly. We are just 7 levels into this game, and this is already the kind of jive we're being asked to put up with. Oh, nice. That actually worked out surprisingly well. Let me see if this works. That is kind of an amazing ultimate technique, I'm not gonna lie. Being able to combine power-ups is a great feature that I think more games should use, and so again, I will always give this game credit for the stuff it does right. Okay. Grubble Grobble. Okay. Nice. Okay. I see that comparison. I don't know if that's a conclusion I would have come to, but I get why you're saying that. Okay. Alright. Damn, though. That was very fun to do, even though it was a huge waste. Oh, alright, we're done. 11 moves left. Okay. Is it bad that I'm, you know, like, just not seeing any way to get this thing going? If I could just set off that one, I'd be... Oh, I can set off that one to Doi. Ugh. I hope so, Marissa. I hope it has a good payoff. I hope you see just how bad this game gets. So you can see that all of the challenges are close, but they are within the realm of possibility. They can be accomplished by someone who's paying attention and doing his best, who understands how the game works and is focusing. All right. It's about to become problematic. You see all that there? That's candles. That's candles. Those are candles. This in the center, that's a mirror. Now you'll notice that they are not explaining how either of these mechanics work. And how they work is, you have to make matches next to the mirror to destroy the mirror, 1 patch per segment, and it has to be, see, where there's not mirror broken. So candles get destroyed, and those you have to destroy to uncover those. Okay? We're almost there, everybody. See? Destroyed another piece of the mirror. Of course, the point of this game is to not destroy the mirror. It's to get specific numbers of those. But I would like to point out that right now, I need to get 43 badges. So look at the target they have set me. 43 badges, 44 guns. I said bullets. I only have 22 moves. If you make one match per turn, making 22 moves is only enough to clear 66 hexes. So they are counting, and that's only if every single turn I manage to clear a badge or a gun. So right away, mathematically, unless I get very lucky, this level is impossible to beat without using bonuses, unless I get extremely lucky, which, as y'all can see, it doesn't look like I'm going to. Alright. And I destroyed the mirror, and the mirror goes away, and that's the one big help. The mirror does destroy everything currently on the screen when you destroy it. So it is a very useful thing. I will say that. But that's not the only thing going on here. Okay, so no bonuses I can set up, so all I can do is keep clawing away at guns and badges, hoping that I get an opportunity at the same time to double up like I did there. Ah, good. So I got police lights. That's going to let me destroy all of the guns on the screen, which will get me closer. Alright. I need badges. Okay. No. I can blow that. Ugh. If only I could get these two next to each other, they just absolutely level the place. But that ain't happening. So now I have 7 moves in which to clear 30... Like, this is going surprisingly well, but now I'm expected to, within 7 moves, clear 34 spaces. Now 31 in 6 moves. A mathematical, likely impossibility. It's not like I'm not going to try, but that was very fun to watch. Didn't get me as close as I would like. Now you see how deliciously close I am to getting there, right? Oh, I've only got 14 left. Well, I'll pay for some more moves then. But it cost me 700 to do. And spoiler alert, you only get 50 for beating a level. So to continue for 5 moves, you have to beat, and I did the math, it's not hard math. You have to beat 14 levels to get enough cash to extend 1 level by just 5 moves. And did extending it by 5 moves help me at all? No, it didn't. There are still no matches ready to happen, and now I've burned through almost all of the moves immediately. Out of moves. Ah, but if you spend another 700, you'll also get a police light. You see, it's incredibly scammy behavior. It will allow me to beat the level, but it just cost me 1,400 fake bucks to beat this level. I mean, I hope. I'll probably be able to beat the level, but I can't be guaranteed. There we go. All right, I beat the level. But it cost me 1,400 fake bucks, 28 levels worth of playing to pay for it. And I'm only 8 levels into the game. It's about to get worse. So that level was punishing. This next level is why I quit the game and swore I would make a video about how this is the worst Match-3 game I've ever played. I have to get this SD card down off the bottom of the screen. Here's the problem. There are 3 mirrors in the way. 1, 2, 3. There are also skulls with candles on them in the way. Do you want to find out what skulls with candles in them do? I'll show you. Okay, well, it was supposed to do something. Do another move. Every turn, basically, or every 2 turns, they create a new wax thing. Oh, and by the way, every turn, they also make blocks that you can't use to match. You have to destroy them by making a match. Like, you can't match a pentagram against a pentagram. You have to make a match next. So the skulls create wax every turn that blocks you from making moves, and they create these things, if not every turn, almost every turn, that block you from making moves. So there are 3 mirrors in the way, and things that block you from making moves in 2 different ways. And here's the question I'm going to ask you. Okay, so I've just pointed out that I have to drop the SD card down to the bottom. The skulls can't be destroyed. And you might say, well, then how are you going to just get those down to the bottom? Oh, simple, I'll destroy the mirrors. But remember, you can only destroy a section of mirror if you make a match on that side of the mirror. I will show you. See, I made matches on that side of the mirror exploded. So tell me, since there's only 2 spaces down here, you can't make a match at the bottom, how are you ever supposed to clear off the bottoms of the mirrors? How? And the answer is it can't be done. All you can do is try and shoot down with these, or hope you get an explosive, that a chain reaction creates an explosive or gets one of the sideways one down to here. But even then, you'd still have to match it. Look at how many pentagrams this thing has already created! Oh, and I will say one thing. Every time you destroy a piece of wax, it does keep new wax from forming that turn. So there is that. This is only the 9th level. I played this level. I mean, it was while I was doing a podcast, so it's not like I was just sitting here staring at this level, going mad. But I played this level for half an hour. And one time, I managed to destroy this central mirror, and at the end of destroying that central mirror, I had 3 moves left. There were still 2 other mirrors and 2 other SD cards to deal with. Because remember, it destroys everything on screen except for the skulls and the other mirrors whenever you destroy a mirror. So it did get one of the SD cards down to the bottom, but that didn't really help since I had 2 more to go in like 3 or 4 moves. Not just not being able to beat it, I honestly believe that this is impossible. Like, you can't do this level. It's so insanely designed that I literally, I thought it was a prank, and the game was going to rescue me from it with, a plot twist. That's how bad this level is. That's not what I was trying to set up, but okay. Alright, so let's see if we can actually succeed in destroying one of these mirrors. I probably can't, but it's worth trying. Is there some way to get... I'm trying to get a 4 happening at the same time so I can supercharge this bad boy, but it looks like that ain't gonna work. Nice work! Notice it didn't destroy that. It destroyed that one, and that one, but not that one, for no reason. Although I will destroy it now. Okay, go. Oh, this can't eat the SD card, so that's effectively blocking the wax, in case you're wondering. Okay, great. Wait, do we have something? We really don't, do we? I just destroyed almost everything on the screen twice in the same turn and accomplished nothing. Down to 16 moves. That was bad. I mean, it didn't look bad, but it was bad. Oh, this guy's making moves all over the place, yo. I shouldn't be allowed to talk. See? Look at these amazing matches I'm making. And nothing. The result is nothing. Now, if you needed to just do matches all over it... She's talking about Under Pressure, Horror King. I think it might not be able to destroy fancy blocks either, but I haven't tested that, because why would I? Now, if you own, like, so the mirror has 8 different parts, right? Or no, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no part in the middle, so 8 different parts, right? And if, like, any break near the mirror, like next to the mirror, destroyed one of the 8 parts, and you just had to do up to 8 matches to destroy it, I would say, this is challenging, but it's fundamentally fair. But this isn't fundamentally fair. This is utterly unfair. Yeah, it can eat... Okay, we just found out it can eat special blocks. There you go. Lesson learned. So it might be about to eat my super block here. Yep. I just lost my super block. So we are now down to my last 2 moves. And it is safe to say that within the minutes playing this, I have accomplished nothing. Look at the amount of stuff they are piling onto me all at once. 3 different dangers, nowhere near enough moves, and by the way, I'm still not allowed to buy bonus items in the game. Not that I could afford them, because again, there's no way to make money in this game. See? Oh, what would I do with another 5 moves? Idiot. Sorry, I hate this game. See? I literally can't even buy boosters yet. Yeah, that'd be Under Pressure. Or, okay, I got 3 David Bowie songs in my playlist. 4. Under Pressure, Ashes to Ashes, Life on Mars, Ziggy Stardust. God, I love Ziggy Stardust. Such a good song. Such a good album. Okay. So as you can see, this level is functionally impossible to beat. And it is just 9 levels into the game. And it is designed to be difficult to convince you to spend money on it. But, and I can't stress this part enough, there's no way to spend money on it. This isn't a free-to-play game. I paid for this. And it is literally impossible. Like, I don't even know, I mean, I'll check in a second, but I don't even know if I can go back to earlier levels and replay them for extra money. So the only thing you could conceivably do, and I've done this once, I did destroy one mirror once, but I did it by just lucking into getting a ton of specials and always aiming them downwards, right? If you can't do that, you can't win this. And even if you can do that, you can't win this. I know I'm getting too angry at this, but this is some of the worst, like, even if this was a free-to-play game, which I'm sure it originally was, as I've shown you, the art style basically guarantees that this was made for children, you know, to trick children into wasting their parents' money. Oh, nice, Marissa. Good night, Horror King. Oh, that's funny. That was a bit of luck, except the only way to trigger this and attack these bottom things would be if I could somehow get 2 more badges down there, which, as you can see, is never going to happen. So yeah, like, even if this were a free-to-play game, which, like I say, I'm sure it was at some point, this would be an inexcusably badly designed level that exists only to steal money from people. But the crazy part is, they took this and they're like, well, it didn't really make enough money, or it's fallen out of fashion as a free-to-play game, so instead, let's just turn it into a game they can purchase. But then after making that decision, they didn't alter the game at all. All of the insane free-to-play nonsense is still in here, except now you can't use it. So a game that was designed to be impossible unless you paid real money for it has transformed into a game that is just impossible. It is a disaster in every conceivable way, and I have no sympathy for the developers of this game. That went unbelievably well. Like, that couldn't have gone better. And this is part of my point. Like, I can have the best possible start to a level, and then, yeah, the rest of the level's just done. Okay. Any other moves I can make? Okay. How? How am I supposed to do this? And the answer is I'm not. It's an impossible level. Or, again, just a functionally impossible level. If I had to be like one space away and I could destroy that, that would be one thing. But no, you have to hit all of them surprisingly closely. I'm not saying we should beat up the developers, Marissa. I'm saying it is not extreme to say that these are people who do not deserve the money that I paid them for this game. They shouldn't have that money. I should have that money. And yes, it was a coupon. But it was a coupon I got by spending money, okay? Meaning, by the way, that means Big Fish Games gave them money. When a developer sells their game to Big Fish Games and gets a cut of the proceeds, Big Fish Games isn't like, oh, well, someone used a coupon to buy that game. No, they still get their royalty. And if they don't, Jesus Christ, Big Fish Games is a terrible business. But the point is, people have paid money for this, and every time someone has paid money for this game, that person has been cheated. And I would like to point out that we had the best possible... That was embarrassing. We had the best possible start to this level. I went nuts. I created explosions all over the place. I destroyed 6 segments of this, 5 segments of this, and 7 segments of this, and we're still running out of moves without having gotten a single SD card back to the bottom, or having destroyed any of the mirrors. And in one move, it's going to say, do you want to pay for more moves? And my only response is, what the hell am I supposed to do with more moves? What are more moves going to accomplish in a level that is functionally impossible? Now, you remove the time limit. No, I say time limit. You take out the move limit, and this is a bad game, okay? It's still a bad game. But if you take out the turn limit, this is a bad game that if you grind enough, you can get through it. You add in the turn limit, and I'm honestly suspecting that this game might be all but impossible. Again, a lucky enough draw, and I 100% will admit this, a lucky enough draw will allow you to beat this game. That can happen. But what are the odds? I will say this about the one thing Jack Irish does really well in its final season is Jack Irish is, you know, a kind of shady lawyer. He's not the best lawyer. Kind of a shady dude who keeps getting caught up in conspiracies. And in a very clear-eyed move, he's got one of his best friends. He's got 2 best friends. One of them is a lawyer that he knew from his lawyer days, and the other one is like a cop that he helps out with cases. Because whenever he stumbles into one of these horrible crime cases, he tosses this guy the information, and so that guy gets a good collar, right? That's the whole idea. Whereas this time, and then so you go through all the movies and the seasons of that, and he's got this sleazy cop friend, and he's a sleazy lawyer, and they're all having a great time. And then you get to the last season, and they're like, yeah, it's not great that there are dirty cops, so we've kind of been giving this character a pass for 3 movies and 2 seasons now, because he's Jack's friend and he helps Jack out and tries to do the right thing. But down at his core, he's a dirty cop, and we have to reckon with that. And that is largely what the entire last season is about, dealing with the fact that this guy, that all of the seasons are about abuses of power in one way or another, but they're like, abusing your power as a cop is the worst thing you can do. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you make a good point, show. This is still happening. Like, I've gotten nowhere near destroying anything, and it's already clear that this level's over. This game is complete trash. Just utter garbage. There is no excuse for this game being as bad as it is. Like, no excuse whatsoever. So developers, if miraculously you listen to this someday, first off, hi! I'm the Hidden Object Guru. I review and play a ton of casual games. I'm not saying you need to try to impress me. You don't. You're your own people. And I'm not saying I have a huge degree of influence out there. So people are going to listen to me when I say your game is literally the worst Match-3 game I've ever played. But in your hearts, I think you know it's true. I think you know you didn't do the work necessary to turn this from a bad free-to-play game into a passable premium game. And what you ended up creating was the worst premium Match-3 game ever made. So I hope you're proud of yourselves. I guess what I'm saying is fix this with a patch or just never do this again. Never make this kind of terrible mistake again. You frustrate and disgust me, not in that order. They're like, why are they constant? Hey, Wonder Girl, why are they constantly throwing in these pentagrams on top of everything else? Like, as if the mirrors and the spawning candles weren't bad enough, you've got these pentagrams to constantly deal with, so anytime something drops, there's a 50-50 chance the new thing that isn't gonna let me make any new matches. Do you seriously not see the problem in that? Do you seriously not see that it makes your game almost, like, indescribably bad? My day job is to write. And your game is so bad that I'm having trouble coming up with the words to describe how bad it is. Don't you see that that's a problem? I'm getting too mad about this. Way too mad about this. Seriously though, Wonder Girl, it's great that you dropped by. Did I give you a copy of Dinobot and Tiara yet? And if not, do you have a PC that can play Steam games? If so, I would love to give you a copy of my game to thank you for all of your support of the channel over the years. Normally, we only give free copies of the game to Patreon subscribers and people who win quizzes, but you are grandfathered in as a long-time friend of the channel and stream. So I am more than happy to provide you with a copy gratis of my fantastic Infinite Runner, The Adventures of Dinobot and Tiara. So just give me a heads up if that's something you can play, and more importantly, if that's something you want to play. Under no circumstances am I going to try to, like, convince you to take a copy you're never going to touch. Not because I have limited copies. I've got, like, hundreds of copies to give away. But because I don't want you to feel obligated to try it if it doesn't interest you. This is trash. This is my last move. And it destroyed the bottom, but not the middle one. Because who cares? Anyway, I hate this game. I guess what I'm trying to get at, you still can't buy boosters! What is wrong with this game? So I can go back and play earlier levels, right? Yeah, I can go back to Rebecca's house and play an earlier level, can't I? Wait, can I not even go back and play earlier levels? That can't be right, right? Like... What? Okay, Wonder Girl, could you tweet at me on Twitter? Just send me a direct message on Twitter reminding me to send you a game after the stream. I would really appreciate that. I had not until this moment. Oh, cool. You doesn't need a good gaming PC. It's an Infinite Runner that could be played on a phone or a 20-year-old Windows 95 PC. It is as basic as games get, but it's mega cute, and I love it, so I want everyone to play it. Until this moment, I've been doing a tirade for the past 40 minutes about how unbelievably bad this game is. And I had no idea that I hadn't even scratched the surface of what a god-awful game this is. I assumed, now I had been whining, and I'll call it whining, it was whining. I don't have some illusion that I'm not just a complainer, right? I had been doing some whining about the fact that it would take me 14 levels of replaying the game to get enough dollars, or space bucks, if you will, to pay for one extra set of 5 more moves, which are useless to try and finish a level anyway, but at least it's something. And now I just found out that the game doesn't let you replay levels. So you literally can't go back and grind resources to help you through the harder levels. Like, this isn't just a bad premium game, it was a terrible free-to-play game. Oh. We did, Marissa, we found the worst game. Like, when I started the project of this channel, it never occurred to me that one day we would find the worst game ever, but we did it. We found the worst game ever. Okay. Okay, so let's just do it. Yeah, this is the worst game. Like, I can't explain it. I don't understand it. Like, the idea that this happened is baffling to me. But yeah, it's as if they were going out of their way to say, how can we make a worse free-to-play game than anyone has ever made? And then after it failed as a free-to-play game, they're like, what if it was a somehow even worse premium game? What if that? I was trying to save that game, although that one's on me. I didn't pay attention to my layout. Oh, God, yeah. I had to do that years ago, Wonder Girl, when I was cleaning out my mother's house. You know, she only has limited space, so we have to clean it out. And it's like, for years, I was not willing to get rid of all of my old school stuff. And then at a certain point, I'm like, I don't need this school stuff. Come on. Okay. No, that was a mistake. But wait. We've almost destroyed a mirror. If I could somehow pull off getting a dagger shooting downwards, I could destroy that mirror. It could happen. I just don't think I can do it. Note that it didn't destroy the wax. Like, that doesn't destroy waxy buildup for some reason. And I don't know why. Oh, because everything about this game is crude and inept. Right! It's not just one or two things. It's literally everything. Literally every part of it. Like, every decision the developers made is the worst decision a developer could make. How? Let me repeat myself. How? No, I'm trying to destroy the mirrors by matches. Nope. Didn't do it. Oh, it happened. It happened, everybody. You all saw it. I managed it. We finally did it. We destroyed a mirror. Mission accomplished. Damn, Wonder Girl. That would have saved me a lot of trouble, yes. But I just want to point out that I now, after all of that, finally managed to destroy a mirror. And upon destroying that mirror, I was left with the knowledge, oh, you can still beat the game, you just have to get 2 more SD cards to the bottom in 7 moves. You might be wondering, how is that possible? It's not. Can't be done. Literally can't be done. There are so many ways you could fix this game. There's not just 1 or 2. There are a nearly infinite ways to fix this game, and what fascinates me so much about it is that developers went so far down the path of making a terrible game. They made every wrong decision someone could possibly make in crafting their video game. I'm not an expert on game design, but I've played a ton of Match-3 games, and I have never played one. I played a Disney-produced Frozen game, which I refer to as like an evil tool that Disney made to rob children of their money. It was a free-to-play game, obviously. And even that wasn't as bad as this. And again, that was specifically designed to exploit children who love Frozen. And it wasn't as bad as this game. How am I ever supposed to move this out of it? So, now we're going to use our last bit of dollar. We're going to lose our last 700. I don't even know what the hands do because we're not far enough in the game. Seriously, what do the hands do? It's like, here, have the hands and a siren. Great. What do the hands do? Where are they? What was the point of any of this? In the history of casual games. And when you use that, it doesn't even destroy the... Like, maybe it destroys the mirror. I certainly didn't see it do that, but it doesn't destroy the wax. So what's the point of ever using that ability on this level? Oh. This is as low as it gets. There is nothing worse than this game, and there are no developers with developers. And I want to point out, I'm out of money. Do you know what that means? Oh no, I knew what you meant, Wonder Girl. I did. But, yeah. And I want to point out, you can't... So, now I'm out of money. The game gave you 3,000 to start with, to make you think you had a lot of money, and then trick you into buying more. But because there's no way to buy more coins in the game, and I can't replay... Like, this level, full stop, cannot be beaten without cheats and extents, and extending your playtime, right? But I can't buy to extend my playtime anymore. So, full stop, beginning, middle, and end, the conversation is over. This game can't be beaten. I know it seemed like I was dealing in hyperbole when I announced at starting this that I had found the worst Match-3 game ever made. But I would like to believe that I have proven ample evidence via the medium of this playthrough that I am in fact right about that. And this is the worst of the worst of the worst. Alright, I gotta get my emotions under control, and I gotta go write previews of, what's that thing called? World War Z and Far Cry 6. So I got plenty of stuff to do tonight. I don't need to be here for this. I needed to share this with people, because it was driving me insane. And I needed someone to tell me that I wasn't crazy, and this was the worst. And now, I've got that, so thank you kindly. I appreciate it the most. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. You had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. I will see you back here for more new and upcoming games, but until then, I'll say that's right. Au revoir.